I started making wine in 2006, though I started learning about wine in 2003. My journey into wine sort of was an accident. I fell into it, as a result of waiting tables as a poor student, and then, kind of snowballed and evolved into, a passion. And then ever since then, it's kind of been showing up every day to doing something I love. It's important to be the first person to make wine in Hong Kong because it's kind of like representing your home country in sports, and I'm doing that for wine, which is strange to think about, but I'm very proud of the place. The Urban Project, it's a nostalgic wine, because being a Hong Kong-born winemaker, I really wanted to sort of tell the story of, my time as a kid, growing up here. So each of the products that we produce will have a mode of transport which focuses on Hong Kong. So the first of our releases is called the sampan, which is these tiny little dinghy boats that people go in the fishing villages, and you get like mum and pop cruising out to the middle of the island, get their fish, come into Hong Kong and sell it to the local market. So it's kind of a homage in that respect because it's very much about being a local product for local people. We're at Blue Butcher, one of Hong Kong's great sort of meat venues. Farm to table is a concept. And for me, as a winemaker, when my wine sort of comes here and it's made in Hong Kong, it's almost sort of fulfills that sort of farm to table sort of story. So this is like your classic sort of French bistro dish where it's like, foie gras. So it's going to be, quite rich. When you've got red wine and butter, you get that tannin, that dryness sort of disappears, and you just got this sort of soft velvet feeling. I think it's more textural. The flavour really comes from the food. This adds a texture and just sort of polishes off the whole experience really nicely.
Here's our signature Wagyu bone-in ribeye.
Oh man, rocking. Right, so Wagyu, this is literally heavenly for when it comes to beef. Serving it rare, even better. Just look at that, it's just so succulent. Literally, it is dripping full of juice. Oh, delicious. You think about the charcoal bits around the outside, but that to me adds a lot of flavour. It's literally the pan flavour, the grill flavour, a bit of the oil. The fat inside just melts, pull the wine into it, and it just connects the dots. It's like, playing a little game, like as a kid, you sort of draw the dots and draw a line, draw the line, draw a line, and you get to the finish line, it's like, woo, heavenly. Hong Kong is one of those crazy places where it's really all about bringing sort of the delicious West into this hungry and thirsty East. And, for me, the wine sector is kind of my responsibility to do so. We want to take that one step further and continue to, I guess, make more wines, make continuing vintages, and explore new wine regions. So maybe one day we might just be knocking on the door in China and going, hey, can we have some grapes in Hong Kong? Here we are at Cha Cha Wan, one of my all-time favourite Thai restaurants. All things Thai, obviously very spicy. So how does wine work in this environment? When you have wines which are too oaky, it doesn't work with spicy food. So having lesser oak, more fruit flavours, brings out the spice, the sweet. Oh, wow. That looks amazing. So we've got two awesome, I guess, very traditional Thai dishes here. First is this grilled chicken, comes with like this wild ginger sort of dressing, right? When you come to the papaya salad, it's got prawns in it, it's just got full of like lime juice flavors. This is like flavor steroids, right? Adding that, you need a wine to complement this. Red wine, often very difficult with spicy food, but I found that wines with lower tannins, so not so stringent, not so bitter, they work really well with sort of spicier flavors. All right, so let's just get some of this prawn salad in there. Oh, woo! Big kick. Like that chili kick just goes bang, pop. But the green papaya, sort of that crunchiness adds an awesome texture to it. You would never thought a wine could actually go with something like this, but if you truly think about it, this is made of fruit. So all you're doing is adding a little bit of fruit juice to your wonderful papaya salad. Oh, puts the fire out a little bit. Still got both flavors going. You've got the wine flavor, you've got the crunchiness of the papaya. The chili's just is still zinging. And again, it's about length of flavor. That one mouthful is probably going to last me 20 minutes. When it comes to blending any wine, there needs to be some sort of harmony in flavor. And the wines that I produce are quite often drunk very young. So I want the wines to be sort of made and drunk within the first 5 years. So they need to be approachable, they need to be expressive. And so when I'm blending the wines, I've always got that in my mind, that anyone can pick it up at any time and drink it, so it needs to be delicious then and there. Reaction in Hong Kong's been surprisingly pretty damn good. people are interested in trying a local product. So, you know, for those who have tried it, you know, they've enjoyed the experience. So, you know, if we can keep on that trend, it's going to be great.